What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we have an epic movie review for y'all today. We got Dune, as promised.
Yeah.
Dune 2021, not the 1984 Dune. Might get that someday, but today we're doing the 2021.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But before we jump into this amazing review and discussion,
Yes.
we got a intro. All right. Dune, as in sand dune. Like, man, I'm looking at they like, oh, we love this planet, and I'm like, man, you can have this damn planet. give me.
But you know what?
Give me a way off, and it's all yours.
Yeah, there was a point where they're like, y'all got ships. Y'all can get us off the planet, right? It's like, why are y'all on the planet if you got ships?
So we're gonna talk about all that, man. But we're gonna watch the trailer for Dune. We're gonna watch the shortest trailer they got.
Right.
For Dune, for anybody who's watching this review that is not familiar with the movie, we're gonna watch the trailer, and then we're gonna be back with our full review. So it's the trailer for Dune.
The outsiders ravage our land. Their cruelty to my people is all I've known.
It's like it's her movie.
Right.
So you're going tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going tomorrow with the advance team.
I'd like you to take me with you.
Are you trying to get me court-martialed?
Can I trust you with something? I've been having dreams about a girl fallen in battle. Felt like a vision.
Dreams make good stories, but everything important happens when we're awake.
To the future of House Atreides.
You have to be ready.
There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
They're not human, they're brutal.
What if I'm not dead? You'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be.
Come on!
My son. I know you.
Tonight, the bloodline ends forever. Kill them all.
This is an extermination. They're picking my family off one by one. Only together can we stand a chance.
Let's fight like demons.
Say that.
It's not safe for you here.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. When the fear is gone, only I will remain.
This is only the beginning.
True. That's what you say. All right, man. It's Dune. Damn good movie, man. I really enjoyed this movie. I actually really like the technology.
Yeah.
I got taken aback by it because it was cool. Like the ships, the design.
Yeah.
When they showed the wings come out, I'm like, all right, cool. Then it started like flapping like dragonflies. I'm like, what the? Why do you need to do that?
Well, I mean, like, because they do look like dragonflies, right?
Right.
But,
Well, I'm saying, like, other than looking cool, why would it need to do that?
I mean, there is a science of why, like, dragonfly wings flap like that and how that allows them to get more lift and thrust. But
It's all good for dragonflies.
well, yeah,
But a ship.
well, what I'm saying is like if you scale that up and you apply enough thrust via like jet propulsion, then that could help
No,
supply the right
no,
lift you need.
No,
No, I'm serious. Like
I'm sure.
you're just
I'm
not
sure-
with it.
No, I'm sure you got all the aerodynamic answers you can give me, but I ain't no way you can tell me that they need to have those wings flapping.
You mean need? No, they don't need that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That was a choice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because it
Yeah.
looked cool.
yeah.
But I had fun with it. It just threw me off when I saw. I'm like, wow. The
You know
wings
what?
are flapping like a
Although-
damn dragonfly.
Although that could be uniquely suited to a desert climate, since you have
I give you that maybe because it's there in the desert or something.
yeah,
But
like you don't want like intake getting blasted with sand.
Right. Okay,
so maybe.
I can give you that because it was things they had to do because they was in the desert. That the technology was a certain way,
right.
Because they climb it. So I can give you that.
Yeah,
So okay, Dune. This
but mostly
movie,
just look cool.
Well, let's get into the plot.
Yes.
So Dune is a movie about a duke. Is he a duke? Yeah, he was a duke.
He's
right?
a duke,
Isaac.
yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Let me say, I had a beard gang sick, man.
Tell me about it, man.
was fresh, bro.
Man, I wish my shit was that clean.
I'm like, hey, like he put a pick in that mug. It just
Yeah,
stank.
yeah.
That mug was thick. But anyway, he was like, okay, so I don't know if this is a galaxy far, far away. I guess they still have more. It's just like a monarchy, right? Because you got like an emperor,
It's
like an imperial rule,
an empire.
so it's an
yeah.
empire, right?
Yeah.
So in the empires, you got different factions, different houses that do different things, but different levels of this person in charge of that person in
Yeah.
charge of this, and the emperor spice. Everybody knows spice. The emperor needs this spice to keep flowing, to keep his empire. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And this one house was always in charge of the spice for some reason. Now, I don't want to give away too much about the plot, but for some reason, I didn't really miss that. Why did the emperor say, "Hey, y'all done here," and put the other people in charge?
It was political maneuvering.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like a political thing, and it come up because I don't want to say too much because it comes out later.
Yeah.
Why the emperor made a certain move.
Yeah.
But so one house got removed, other house got put in, and they had to be in charge of keeping the spice flowing.
Yeah.
The spice must flow. I don't know if they said that in here, but I think that was the main line in the other one.
I feel like it was a throwaway line here,
They might
like
have said it.
they didn't make a statement of it. They just said it in a sentence, like it was just like it wasn't something to be heard. It was just
Right.
Yeah.
I just distinctly remember hearing that, like the spice must flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, right. So they mining this stuff called spice, and on the planet, it's just like Tatooine almost.
Yeah. It's like
it's a desert planet.
It's a
All
little
desert
weird,
planets look the
too,
same.
because it's like the spice is just there. It's not like a buried mineral. It's just in the sand.
It's in the sand.
Yeah, like to the point like you can see where it darkens the color of the sand.
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was in the air too. But
It's
I guess
in the
it's
air, too, but it's
from
like-
them mining, or
So it's
is it
like-
just in the air.
Well, like it just blows up with the sand. So sometimes like the wind just picks up the spice in the air.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So why can't they get it? Why they gotta get down? They gotta get
Well, like,
down
'cause,
in
like,
the sand.
Well, like they call it mining, but it's like it's basically they're just sifting the sand. They're sifting the spice out of it.
Okay. And then you got dangers there. So the people that live there, natives, don't want them there. But I
Right.
think they got like an uneasy alliance kind of.
Don't bother us, we won't bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The natives don't even want the spice.
Well, they do.
What do they do? They don't use it though.
Yeah, it's ceremonial.
See, you know what? That's we use it. Look, so when they said what they use that spice for, I'm like, oh, okay. I can see people getting killed over this because I mean that's money. They talking about space travel. They had all uses for this stuff.
It would be like if they discovered that peyote was like a high efficiency fuel almost.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
right.
Like all the native tribes that use peyote in their rituals is like, why y'all keep coming for our peyote?
If it was actually also uses fuel, it'll be a problem.
Right.
They'll come
like
and get it.
10 times more efficient than oil. We got to get the peyote.
Right. Yeah. They're going to get that. Yeah. And, okay, so I was like, okay, I think they fighting because they showed a little bit of them fighting, but is it like they're not really putting up a straight-up resistance, right?
Like, I think
that was a little unclear how
they want their planet back, and the people are being mistreated, which is why they wanted the Harkonnens gone in the first place.
Right, because, okay, the people who's running the mining of the spice are, if it wasn't clear who's the bad guys, they disgusting, vile, fat, nasty people.
Yeah, like they just look horrible.
As a matter of fact, let's see if I can get that clip of
the Duke. The Baron.
The Baron.
Yeah.
It's old boy too. I knew somebody Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah. And boy, he definitely played some villains.
Bro, tell me about it.
Hold on. This scene right here.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what the hell he was in, but then we find out that's like a recovery band.
Yeah, kind of like their version of a back to town.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Gross. Absolutely gross. And
like off of this alone, I can see why they released this so close to Halloween.
Yeah. and if you saw the original version, because it's in the book that he likes little boys or young men. He likes young men.
Of course.
Right. If he can't get more vile.
Because he wasn't disgusting enough.
I know.
Like, and when they show him eating too.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
it's grosser in the original because he got like boils on his skin that's like popping as he talking and stuff. And remember I was telling you about this and you just like couldn't really comprehend what I was saying.
Yeah.
Do you kind of understand what I was saying?
Yeah.
Because I was saying that he started floating around the room. Yeah. And all that stuff, and this is the character that I was talking about.
I mentioned on our trailer reaction, I'd seen the original, but I was like a kid, so like I took in nothing.
Were you damaged?
Well, no, probably. If I seen that, probably.
Yeah.
But like, so then seeing it now, I'm like, and there's this weird way they do it, and it reminds me of like It. Whereas, like, when he starts floating, you don't follow him. You follow the sight line of the people he's coming towards.
Yeah.
So, like, they're trying not to look at him. So all you see is this man's feet floating towards you.
Yeah, and they didn't really explain what makes him float like that.
Like, I assume it has something to do with whatever that prosthetic on his back was, because whenever, like, it looked like that thing would activate whenever he moved.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it was doing some of the moving for him.
Right. I'm not sure. I mean, I know it's not his own power. It's something he's using.
But dear God,
ain't just floating like a balloon.
Like, he's just so disgusting,
dude. I wish I had clips, but the original guy was even more gross than him.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
And you know, the Bautista character was played by the great musician Sting in the original. Yeah.
Okay. He got the face for it. Oh man.
Sting. Not the wrestler, the musician Sting.
Still got the face for it.
The Roxanne.
Yeah. He still got a face for it, man.
Yeah. The original was just like whatever. But you know what? After watching this, the original actually followed the story. It was just had so many weird visuals and. They just the technology couldn't keep up with the story they were trying to tell, I believe. Yeah. So, but no, it was. I like the technology with the suits. I like how practical, like everything made sense. As in, it's science fiction.
Yeah.
But let's try to explain.
Well, it's like because the thing I appreciate about this, which you lose in some sci-fi, is where it's like. It's not effectively magic that is explained away as being science.
Yeah.
It's like mechanical science, right?
Right.
So it's like, this does this, so you're going to need this here. Don't lose this because this will do that.
Right, which things like Jupiter ascending, it's kind of like fantasy
It's
science fiction.
effectively like high fantasy with a sci-fi
Right,
twist.
where it's like
Yeah.
they got stuff like, oh, he's got floating shoes. How? I don't know. They just floating shoes. You know what I'm saying? But here they explained it, like they suits they wear it, how they keep all the moisture.
They recycle all the moisture from your body.
Yeah. I like smart. I mean, I like the way they explained that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, because in anything else would be like, oh yeah, it generates moisture. How does it do that? It generates moisture.
Right.
Anyways, we're moving on.
But not even just that. If you're gonna be in a desert and you got technology, find some way to beat it. You know, find some way to beat this damn heat.
Yeah.
You know,
well, it's like, because you wouldn't want them to show up and it's just, oh, we've been here so long, we know how to deal with the heat, and then like you just never see them
We
adapt.
just got some shade. Just get in the shade, of course.
Well, because it's like anytime they said anything in Egypt, and some white dude has to make his way, and then it's like, yeah, dress like that, you'll never make it. You need to dress like us, and just put a hood up, and all of a sudden they cool.
Yeah, like, yeah, you really you really advanced there. But no, I like the technology. It was just like cool. Then they had the shields. Like, remember I was telling you?
Yeah,
I gotta get. You know what? I'm gonna have to get the clips from original. On the original, it was just like a animated box around them.
yeah.
And
I already know the look because I'm familiar with how they do that stuff.
Yeah, but I was like, what do these shields protect? Because it seemed like these knights are getting through these damn shields pretty damn easy.
It was like, and they tried to put a little line in there during the sparring match, like the slow blade penetrates the shield. But like, okay, so how do you do that in a fight?
For? It seemed like everybody know that trick.
It's like everyone seems to know how to do that, and also, if that's the case, what's the point of any of this?
Right. It's just like saying that that's a secret that nobody knows,
but everyone knows.
Right? No, because everybody just
like it's not even that everyone knows. Anyone could accidentally figure it out during a fight,
right? But sometimes it looked like they wasn't slowly stabbing. He was just stabbing people and they're just going through the shield. Like, what's the point of the shield?
Like the closest,
because they had Jason Momoa had some fights, and it was just like that shield was just like, why is it there?
Like what he would do was he would come in fast, hold, and then draw the knife across after it was through the shield.
Maybe okay,
but like I think of it like I don't know if you played any Mass Effect.
No,
but the kinetic shields they use, like if something comes in slow enough, it penetrates. It's effectively the same technology.
Right. I just couldn't. I'm looking at it. I'm waiting for them to show me how they do that, but they didn't kind of just like whatever. Just use your imagination. Like they just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like
don't look too deep into it. It's fine.
Right. But I mean, now that you explained it, I guess that makes sense. But I couldn't really tell. But it looks like he was just moving regular speed when he was fighting. But like, maybe he stopped and then went through.
No, there is a scene that bothers me a lot. And
how you gonna do that when you fighting multiple people?
Right.
You can't slow down. Like, let me do this slow. What about the dude behind you? He's gonna wait. like, come on.
Don't worry, we got time. But there's a scene where with the dart. You remember that? Where it's like the dart, so it slows down to penetrate the shield, but it's also spinning really fast. So why doesn't that count?
Right. So it shouldn't have been able to penetrate that shield, but there be drama.
It's like, no, but it's a tense moment, and you're wondering if it's going to do it or not. Okay.
Yeah, so, see, this is a scene I was talking about, too, where he fighting the guys, like, he's Jason Momoa's being himself.
Yeah.
So when it penetrates, it goes red, right?
Yeah.
Where did he slow down at? When he slid, he did a power slide. A power slide with a slash. It should have blocked that.
So like the only thing I can think of is like it blocks the edge, but it doesn't block all of the force. Because sometimes you'll see folks like he'll send folks flying a little bit, but he'll have to come back.
Find the guy who created these shields and kill him.
I mean that's fair.
Have him executed because he failed. Well, I just the next Star Wars. Well, I give it to him. But okay, but yeah,
I wouldn't make that claim. But
I was so this was part 8, like this. Part 1 of 2 parts, and very much so. It just set up the characters and the conflict.
Yeah.
It didn't give you a resolution, and I really liked that. And I really liked that. Dennis, help me out on his name.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yes, that it really. I'm really respecting the fact that he stuck to his guns and decided to do half a movie instead of just trying to cram it all in one.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure, I thought they already did that other movie. And you told me they did.
Yeah, because they were supposed to, and by the time COVID hit, they still hadn't greenlit it. So he's like, "Look,
why not just shoot it together?"
Well, that's like I said, that's what he wanted to do, and they wouldn't sign off on it. So he's like, "All right, well, look, let me finish this one, and we'll revisit."
I just don't
this.
see. I was just like, "What? You got everything in there. You don't have to bring the sets back. You got the actors. Just keep going. Film like 4 or 5 hours worth of footage, and you just break it up into 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? How hard is that?"
The studio didn't have any faith. That's what it came down to.
I know. I mean, and like we said, knowing the studio, we lucky they didn't tack on some ending that don't even belong just so they can say, "Hey, part 1, we got it." Ha ha, idiots.
Yeah.
But no, I really like the fact that he decided to just do half a movie. So speaking of that, your girl's Zendaya. I'm looking like, boy, when we gonna see her?
Got a hot 5 minutes.
Well, it's just the point that they
3
made
lines.
Well, they made her so a main point in the trailer that I thought it was gonna be like her movie and his movie.
Well, like
what's the guy name?
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
So like I was telling you earlier, it's like she's second on the call sheet, and like literally there's like side characters who have more time than her.
Yeah, right. Oh, everybody had more.
Yeah,
she didn't have that much, but I think they saved it for part 2 because when they introduce her character, they already at a certain point in the story where it's like, okay, about time to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I think that was a good part 1 though. Honestly. Yeah. It kind of make you kind of mad though how they left off because it didn't make me mad, but it's kind of like, oh well. Without a part 2, this is this kind of like if you don't have that part 2 to this, it's gonna make you kind of mad.
Well, like because this is one of those things, right, where because you see this.
It's no wrap up whatsoever.
Like you see this sometimes in movies that maybe don't already have a pre-planned part 2 at all, and it's like, why would you do me like this when you don't even have nothing for me?
Right. I would say because you got movies like Star Wars, right? It gave you that ending, and it gave you. They wasn't planning on doing a part 2 to Star Wars, so that's why they gave you that the celebration ending and and the medals and we won but y'all just want a battle, right. But the whole point is they didn't plan that that part 2, so they just kind of like, hey, here's an ending, but since they planned the part 2, they say, hey, we starting a journey.
Yeah.
But we're not going to actually go down the journey. We're going to introduce you to everybody. We're going to give you the conflict. Now, part 2 is what we're going to actually do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah. But if you don't get a part 2, that's going to piss you off just seeing this.
This is one of those things.
I'm pretty sure they are, though.
This could really discolor the legacy of this film.
Yeah.
And it's a really good film.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, I would hate for a studio to ruin that legacy by just saying, we don't feel like we need to be involved in a part 2 to this, so we're just gonna shelve this.
They just looking for money. So if it don't make enough money, then it ain't gonna get no part 2. Which I just don't see why.
But like, and also, because like again, they did release this simultaneously on streaming, and that has been cutting box office.
But I was hearing that they made a lot of money in Europe. Already.
Yeah.
So because it's been out of Europe like a month ago.
Right. But I will say this much: this is definitely a theater movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
I tried watching it on my phone. I'm like, I am not doing this no service.
like even watching it on my admittedly small TV, I'm like, nah, I need some IMAX on this.
Yeah.
Not only for the visuals, but for the audio. The audio.
Yeah, the audio.
Man,
where his mom? It's part of the story. I'm like, I thought that was his wife the whole time. The kid's mom, which don't kind of make sense to me if that's not, and not get too much of the story, but if that's not his legitimate wife, how is he a legitimate heir to the throne?
Well, even an illegitimate heir can inherit if he's the only option. So,
Yeah, but why is he the only option? It ain't nothing for you to
because
get.
he went and fell in love with his concubine and she wouldn't marry him.
I thought
Like
he can't marry her.
No, he could have, but she
You
chose.
sure about that?
Like, there's a line in the movie about it. I wish
Okay.
you would have just let me marry you.
I thought he said I should have just married you though.
No,
Like
he's-
saying like I can't, but
you know, like the two things was her choosing to just be his concubine, and then because like from what I see about it, I think there may have been a reason why she couldn't marry him that she was aware of that he wasn't. Because her order got all these secrets and
yeah.
But and also there's the fact that she wasn't supposed to bear a son.
Right.
So like he was.
But I mean, they act like she had a choice though. Like
she might have.
How?
Dude, sci-fi. I don't know.
No, but the witch is like, supposed to have brought a daughter. You brought a little punk ass son.
Well, because the way effectively her mother
because
superior,
I guess the prophecy
came at it.
That's what I'm gonna get into. What I don't like. Finish saying what you about
But
to
yeah,
say.
like they made it seem like that was something they did have control over,
Yeah,
and
what
like
the way
she
they-
went rogue and said, "Nah, I'm gonna have a son."
Well, I was saying that I took it as they were saying the prophecy was it had to be a female that get this power or whatever, but you had a son, so now that just voided everything or whatever. But I was like, well, it wasn't her fault. She had whatever she had. But what I was gonna say, what I was about to get to, well, go ahead. What you about to say?
No. I mean, like I said, like we have no way of knowing. So
I don't know. I mean, because things were just kind of thrown out, so
Yeah.
they weren't specific about it. But what I would say, I did not like all that the visions and the prophecy talk. That got on my nerve, man.
the only bit I truly liked was just the bit when he and his mom are on the ship and he's having visions of like the future and the future conflict, and it was freaking him the hell out.
Yeah.
It was like, because I appreciated that he was traumatized by effectively his own future actions.
Right.
Because, like, kind of owing to the weight of the transformative properties of what he ends up going through, that even though it's something he's currently not, like, he currently can't comprehend doing, it's like, no, this is something that this is going to bring me to.
Right, and that's cool, but I'm just not in the mood. I just wasn't in the mood for all this prophecy.
Like, because...
And I'm gonna I'm gonna get your thought, and then I'm gonna tell you what else I didn't like. But go ahead, what you about to say?
Well, it's like because they kind of lead you in. It's like, okay, we ain't gonna be doing all this mystical magic stuff. It's
lied.
It's just we got this political drama and some action.
I mean, it ain't a lot of magic. It's just that,
but like
certain people just.
It's heavy though.
It's like grow up.
It's like that's the thing, right? It's like it's heavy.
Yeah. The prophecy and that stuff right there. And this is an older book. This book was written in the '60s. I didn't know it was that damn old, but it was it was like written in like 1966 or something. So I think some of the stuff that we say, oh man, this cliche, it was kind of new at that time, probably.
Yeah.
But the storyline of all the chosen one, I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
And then
there was a time period where that was every sci-fi adjacent book.
I know,
that.
but
Ender's Game, a lot of Ray Stevenson stuff.
I know what I'm saying. That I don't. Why can't he just be a dude that just did what nobody else wanted to do, or did what nobody else was willing to do?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Why you got to be the chosen one? The prophecy said it's got to be you.
It's like, wait a minute,
I can't save me. You gotta save me because the prophecy says so.
Because like every time you think they're gonna do that, it's like, hey man, we appreciate you doing such and such. Well, my mom always said, wait, was your mom the such and such? He's the chosen one,
right? I cracked me up when the lady bust out and started singing. Well, first off, they security suck.
Yeah,
because you let her bring a knife in there, and then she's like, I'm like, what's happening right now? Like she sound like the lady on the damn. I'm like, oh, so that's who's singing. But I was like, okay, no, all right, stop with. And I don't like having all the natives talking all that. Oh, why they gotta be so barbaric? Right? I mean, that's the book, but
well, they're not barbaric; they're tribalistic.
yeah, I know. I'm tired of that. Why they always got to be the low technology?
Yeah,
the ignorant,
because if they weren't, they'd already be winning.
Why can't they just be equals?
Like that. I mean, literally, because of the way they framed this story, the people, like, he has to be going native, otherwise he'd already be winning,
I know.
you know?
That's why I said it was like Pocahontas. Somebody was like, "Nah, play Pocahontas." You know, they actually. I said it was.
It was.
Right.
Like just like Avatar or Atlantis.
Yeah, it's similar to that story. Some differences where you got the royal stuff.
I'm trying to remember. Like, there's a name for the trope. Like it's
But
often
you already
called
see
going
where-
native, but it's
Yeah.
like the
You already see where it's going, and he's gonna bed a native woman.
Yeah.
And
It's
probably
like-
have a kid with
like
her.
what
so.
is it, like the right, like the, because they use the term whenever, like, stuff like Last Samurai falls into this, where it's like, you know, the natives have had the right of it the whole time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
yeah.
be more like them,
Right,
and then I'll
right.
beat the people I come from
Yeah, yeah.
who thought they were superior,
Yeah.
like type.
And it was like, and I was like, okay,
Noble Savage. That's what they call
okay,
it.
noble savage.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like trying to complain big, but I didn't. Okay, so we had that black chick. I think she's a
can't-
doctor.
Yeah, her position, what they call it, like the arbiter of the change or something like that. Like,
Right.
she's supposed to oversee the passing on of the planet from the Harkonnens to the Atreides.
Yeah.
And so I noticed in the trailer they
I'm
changed her.
surprised that they didn't just take that damn planet.
Yeah.
The first house. Like, why don't they just kill him and take it?
Yeah, that's.
They don't seem like they care.
I mean, I guess
Or they just didn't think
I
they
guess
was
they
worth
couldn't
it.
figure out how to kill the sandworms.
Yeah, maybe the
Yeah.
sandworms protect them.
I mean,
I mean, I guess it ain't worth it.
I mean,
I ain't going down there. I don't give a damn what you say. I ain't going
but,
down
like,
there.
Even if you look at the way what they call them, the Fremen deal with it, like, listen,
Who is the Furman?
the Fremen were the natives.
Okay, right.
So it's like,
I
look,
remember him saying, "What about them?" And he's like, "Yeah, kill them all."
yeah. But like, I love the Fremen's like whole MO is like, listen, if y'all want to go out into sandworm territory and get spice, that spice is yours. We
Right.
got ours.
They not even right. They not even challenging them over the spice. But this is gonna be always the issue. You in my place trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with them. And when they start talking about the if you go outside for so many, if you go out in that sun, you'll die in like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, why do y'all want to stay here again? I would be like, make me a deal. Get me the hell up out of here. Give me a ship. Give us some. Hey, y'all can have all the spice y'all want. Give us a place to stay. Give us some so we can start a community.
Yeah.
Give some startup money, and it's out. It's yours. Because they said it's only like about what? I remember they say it was only like 100,000 of them. It wasn't that many.
So the Harkonnen thought there was only 5,000, but then because of Jason Momoa's character,
Right.
Duncan Idaho,
They
said
said it was
there
like 100,000, right?
Well, no, he said there was hundreds of thousands, so possibly up to just shy of 1 million.
Yeah, they can still get them up out of there.
I mean, yeah, but it's like
They
still.
can relocate.
Yeah.
I know we love our country.
Yeah.
We like to stay in holes and
Well,
and dodge
hell, they worship.
sandworms.
Some of
and
them
shit.
worship the goddamn sandworm.
I know because,
So.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
stop being stupid.
Somebody,
Leave
somebody
that
should
damn
have
place.
Somebody should have left by now.
The sandworms don't care about you. They will eat you if they get a chance.
They don't give a fuck about you.
But no, seriously, I just I thought, I really like the story, even though it is a cliche story. But I really like the sci-fi spin on it with the we're looking at all the equipment and all the technology and all that. I had some fun with that. I would say Batista. He always looked like he was kind of like tired or something, or out of breath or
like,
something.
You know what? He always looked like he was on the wrong end of like a rage bender. Whereas
Yeah.
like when someone gets so mad that they start spitting and then they come down and they can't quite compose himself.
Yeah.
Like he looked, because like he always looked like he was about to start drooling.
Well,
like-
he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a vile, disgusting person. So
I mean, he looks it.
no, I know it
Like,
works.
they give him this chalky white skin and like
Right.
the texture.
and
looks,
he's so big. That's equivalent to being obese, being extremely muscular.
like he looks like he has some minor case of gigantism.
yeah,
Like he's always stooped over and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody is like half his size, even on like the only Harkonnen that's not half his size is the Baron.
right. So let's wrap it up, man. Damn, that time went by quick.
Oh shit!
5 minutes. So anyway, man, this was a great movie, man.
Hell yeah!
I am going to give this an extremely high dope. I did not. I want to give it an epic. I would say the movies together will have to be an epic, because the way it was made, it's epic. The story is dope.
Yeah, you know what? That's what it is. Like the whole story overall, if they do make the second movie, would be an epic, right?
Yeah.
And it would be deserving of that. But like it's kind of like I have no comparison. It's like, you know, it's chapter 1 and chapter 2,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like, oh man, that was dope. But once you put them together and you take the weight of both stories and how they connect, it's like, okay, that's epic.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm with you on that. Like, because everything on this is like an experience. Like,
Yeah.
even if you go and look at the way they built the soundtrack, where it's like, we need to come up with something that everyone all across the world, even if they have any familiarity with, they're gonna say, I don't know what that is. That's something different. You know. So they put a lot of work into making this movie feel otherworldly without feeling like fantastical.
Yeah, that's true, man. The spice must flow. But no, I just like I enjoyed watching this. I can't wait. They better make part 2.
Yeah.
But
I swear, I did not know Oscar Isaac could look that badass, dude. that beard is working.
yeah. But yeah, you know what I was saying, but I didn't finish saying that I didn't care for. I really wish they would have put some people of color in more important roles, though.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, and I know you said that lady, the doctor lady, she was just sounding like that local that's the desert's not kind to.
Yeah,
like man,
she was riding that line between. You know what it is? She's like the mixed breed liaison, right?
yeah, right. But I'm talking about like one of the houses.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I would like to see, some people of color in one of the major houses or something.
You didn't like his attaché there? Not
The security guy.
Yeah,
I like that actor. He's always the old wise guy. I like the fact
Negro.
that he didn't have to who?
mystical Negro.
Oh yeah. There, he's got the mystical Negro look. I like the fact that he really, he just he was able to just act.
Yeah,
But his character really didn't lend much to the story.
yeah,
Anybody could have just been a head of security.
Yeah.
But I was just saying my whole thing was I didn't see nobody important of color. I seen all this, either some of the natives or some servants with people of color, but nobody important with somebody of color. I was like, man, and because this is not Earth, right? So this is not
so
actually
you have the freedom,
Right.
To
You can do
introduce
that.
more of that, yeah,
right. And the book didn't have it. Well, it's cool. We can race
look,
swap.
well, and that's another thing. It's like if it's not, and again, I haven't read the book, so someone who has read the book can tell me a little more categorically. But if it's not essential to the book, if it's not necessary to the plot the book is trying to put forward, then it's not necessary.
Any
in
of
the
them
movie.
side characters you could just throw. You can make you know,
I
you can race
remember
swap.
there was a big fuss in Hunger Games when they made the one girl black in the movie.
The young girl.
Yeah. I don't remember the character's name, but it was like her, basically like one of her best friends in the Hunger Games, right?
Right.
So she was like,
Well, so she wasn't that young then in the book then, right?
she was.
Oh.
I think she was. I don't know.
The girl who gave her the little bird whistle.
Yeah.
The mockingbird.
Yeah,
whistle.
I don't know. Again, never read it.
No, I'm talking about. I just knew this from the movie.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like, yeah, her, but it's like, again, I don't know what the character is like in the books, but I remember there was
Right.
such a huge fuss about her, not being black in the books. It was like,
I can't believe
is it?
that they made a big deal about that.
It was like
She was in there for like 5 minutes.
it's like the point of the character isn't what the character looks like; it's what the character represents to the main character,
Right.
And what the loss of that character does to the main character.
But we already know anytime they do that, they're gonna
Right.
make a fuss.
So it's like my thing is it essential to the character? Is it primary to the character? If it's not, who cares?
right.
It's like it doesn't change anything about the way the character exists in their world. It doesn't change anything about the way they relate to people. So it's not important.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
true.
especially if it's not a main character.
Right. Yeah, I was just saying that while I'm watching this, I was looking for, some people of color as in important roles, and I was like, I see servants, I see the natives, that's kind of on some old, you fight, gotta fight. Ooh, I was like, it was just.
I even felt like,
I mean, I know they got their way, but
yeah,
it's
but
just like
whenever they start talking about stuff like that, it's like they get a little more savage when they start.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, y'all are the savages for coming to our planet doing this. We're fine, and the challenger must fight to the death.
Yeah,
and,
no. So yeah.
I mean-
Anyway. Hey, surprisingly, I didn't even recognize Javier Bardem
oh yeah,
as the main. I'm looking right at him. I
Yeah.
didn't recognize.
Well,
the dude
to
is
be
handsome
fair-
with a beard.
The-
He usually look like Frankenstein.
the important thing is more dudes should cultivate beards. Look, yes, I am biased. I understand that, but I'm telling you, we're all better with a good beard.
Yeah, I was like, dang, my dude usually looks like Herman Monster, but
I'm gonna tell you who looked like Herman Monster. Your boy Thanos. Josh Brolin.
he's cool.
Smile, Gurney. I am Smile.
All right, man, we're gonna wrap up. We've been talking too long. Good movie, man. I definitely recommend it on HBO Max. If you ain't got HBO Max, go to the movie theater, which could cost you more money.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you do have HBO Max and you just don't have time to get to the theater, watch it. But when you got time, go watch this in the theater. Do yourself a favor.
Yes,
I'm
all right.
going to.
We are out of here. Appreciate you checking out the video. If you're still here through this long, lengthy review, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Hit the bell icon so you get alerts every time we post the videos or we live stream.
And if you like what you've seen here today, go ahead and drop a thumbs up down below. Lets us know that you want to see more content like this, and lets YouTube know that we're doing something right for the people. And drop a comment down below. How do you like the movie, and how do you think it compares to the original?
Yes, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.